Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Straight Outta Boston here, aka the King of Boston, and today we are back for episode 20 of the Boston Red Sox franchise here in MLB 14, the show. And today we are ready to take on the Cleveland Indians, a team littered with former Red Sox players, coaches, staff, manager, all the all the names you can think of. But anyway, we are ready here to get into game number 1-3 here on the season. Game 113. We stand at 62-50 coming into this game. Still in second place in the division, just behind the Orioles. I'll start to get more into the pennant race in the next episode. There's going to be 3 regular season episodes left before we get into hopefully the playoffs, if not then the off season. But we're going to have one game against the Indians here, and then we're going to have a couple division games, one on the road and one at home. A couple of you guys have voiced your concerns about playing too many AL East teams and playing at Fenway too much. I'm trying to, differentiate and, all that good stuff, but keep in mind, half our games at home and half our games are against AL East teams, so it's hard to find games like, at the LA Angels or whatever, like, those games aren't, just around every month, so trying to do what I can, and also trying to play good teams as well. I don't want to just play crap teams, although the Indians are not having a great year, but we'll see what they can do here. They always do seem to play the Red Sox pretty well, and that's going to be Nyjer Morgan getting things started with the leadoff base hit. That is swung on and missed by Michael Brantley, but Morgan gets to second safely on the steal. Throw actually goes to third, so now a runner on second with no one away here. Buchholz on the mound for the Red Sox today. Once you count to Brantley, he goes down, swing and a miss on that nasty changeup right there. That is Buchholz's out pitch, probably been his best pitch for his entire Major League career. The 1-0 count now to Jason Kipnis, who's next up. That's grounded hard to the first baseman. Kadire getting the start at first today with Napoli still out with that knee injury. So Kadire at first today, and we do have, I believe, Mookie Betts maybe in left field and Brock Holt at third, I think is the lineup. Or maybe it's the other way, man. Maybe Holt's in left. I don't even remember. But either way, base hit into right field by Carlos Santana. That will get the run in, and the Indians jump on board first 1-0. Next batter is one of the former Red Sox I was talking about earlier, David Murphy, who's going to fly this one to right center field. Victorino on the run. He's going to camp underneath it and make the play for the third and final out of the inning. And that will retire the side. Buchholz gets out of it, but he allows a run on a pair of hits. Now take a look at today's Red Sox lineup. You can see Holt in there in left field, Betts at third. We give Casey McGee a day off. He is the usual starting first baseman. And Justin Masterson on the hill, the former Red Sox one of the former Red Sox that I was talking about earlier in the episode, who was traded for Victor Martinez at the 2009 trade deadline. He's on the hill for the Red Sox, or for the Indians today. 1-2 count to Shane Victorino, and look at Victorino just looking silly right there. That he was absolutely frozen there on the front door slider. Beautiful pitch by Justin Masterson. Just a nasty, nasty pitch. Take a look at the replay. Did not have a chance of hitting that one. So that is going to make it 1 out now. Still a runner on first, though, for the Red Sox. But with 2 outs in the inning now, man on second, 2-1 count to Giancarlo Stanton. And Stanton's going to ground this one softly. Almost stabbed by Masterson. He bobbles it, but picks it up, fires to first in time, and he's out of the inning. So after 1, Indians on top of 1-0 with the lone run coming from the Carlos Santana RBI single. Now skip at bottom of the second, Brock Holt up, and Holt goes down to the nasty sinker right there from Justin Masterson. Always had great stuff. Set command issues now for quite a while, and it's come to hurt him this year, especially he's having a down year, but still great stuff. And he's going to put up a fight against the team that traded him away in 2009 after he was a pretty big fan favorite on the team. He was the 6th starter for a while. He was a really good reliever in the 2008 playoffs, but he was viewed as the 3rd guy in a Pawtucket trio of Buchholz, Michael Bowden, and Justin Masterson. So that's ultimately why the Red Sox elected to give him up in the Victor Martinez trade over the other 2. Obviously, if you could choose, go back now and choose again, you would choose Michael Bowden. But either way, that's a bunt single there from Morgan. So after a switch or double, it's first and second. But here's a nice 4-6-3 double play. Great pitching by Buchholz to induce the ground ball and the changeup there. Michael Brantley does ground into the 4-6-3 double play. So runner on second with 2 away. Kipnis up next. He grounds this one softly in front of the mound. Buchholz makes the play, fires to first in time, and he is out of the inning, working around a pair of hits that started off the inning. So still 1-0 here through 2.5. Bottom of the third, Mookie Betts up, Masterson the 1-2, and he misses with the up and in fastball there, so 2-2. Then he misses again with the slider, so Betts has worked it all the way back to 3-2, and he swings and misses on the sinker right there. Beautiful pitch again by Masterson, perfect location there. Probably would have liked that to be a strike on 3-2, but either way, it started in the zone, ended up out of the zone. That is always a nice pitch when you can do that. But Buchholz answers back, another strikeout on the changeup right there to Carlos Santana. Now David Murphy up 2-1 the count. Buchholz elects to go to the fastball, up and away here, but this catches way too much of the plate, and David Murphy hits an absolute bomb to center field for a solo home run. Murphy, another former Red Sox, he was traded 2 years before Masterson at the 2007 deadline for Eric Gagne. He was packaged along with Case and Gabbard, who I believe was like 4-0 at the time and had become a good spot starter for the Red Sox in lieu of some injuries that year. But Eric Gagne completely flopped with Boston, ended up not getting re-signed at the end of the year. It did not matter that the Red Sox did go on to win the World Series that year. But Murphy went on to be a pretty good ball player for the Texas Rangers. Stumbled a little bit in 2013, but is having a nice bounce back year in real life with the Cleveland Indians as a platoon player, mainly with Ryan Rayburn out there in the outfield for the Indians. But a nice solo home run right there. And now still next inning, top of the fourth, 3-2 count to Yan Gomes, and he goes down on the splitter. But Justin Masterson absolutely had it working so far. Bottom of the fourth, first pitch to Victorino, that's lined, and Murphy does it in the field. And as SportsCenter would say, how many times do we show a great defensive highlight? Or what do they say? It's like, how many times do we show a guy hitting a home run after a great defensive highlight? Something like that. But David Murphy doing it all right now. Lays out, full extension, makes the great play in right field. And that will steal a hit from Shane Victorino. 2 outs in the inning now. Giancarlo Stanton up. 2-1 the count. And Giancarlo Stanton lines it hard to third base, but stabbed by Santana, throws to Swisher at first in time. And 12 up, 12 down so far for Justin Masterson, working on a bit of a perfect game here so far. 1-2 the count, though, to Nick Swisher and Buchholz after allowing that home run, settling back in. Another strikeout on the changeup. Now, bottom of the fifth here. Ortiz up, looking for the first base runner of the day for the Red Sox. He grounds it softly. Masterson stabs it, throw to first. Lazy throw goes over the head of Justin Masterson. Or Nick Swisher, excuse me. Now Ortiz too slow to try and go to second there. He will take his base. So now we finally get a base runner. Next batter, 0-2 count to Kadire. And Kadire just grounds this one in between the hole, between third and short. And that's going to be the first base hit of the day for the Boston Red Sox. So Kadire gets on base, 2 on, no one out for Brock Holt. First pitch of the AB, Holt lines it into right field. That was a low and away sinker, so I have no idea how Holt hit that hard to right field. But as Don Orsillo would say, the legend of Brock Holt continuing here with a base hit there in the fifth inning to load the bases for Mookie Betts. First pitch to Betts, and he lines it up the middle for a base hit. One runner scored, another runner coming around. The throw for Morgan is not in time. Kadire scores, and the ball game is tied behind the 2-run single from Mookie Betts. Now Blake Swihart up, and Swihart hits it high and deep to left field. This ball back at the track. It is off the wall. 1 run has scored. Runners were holding up to see if that one would be caught, but here comes Betts. He will score. It's a 2-run double for Blake Swihart, and the Red Sox, just like that, have taken the lead 4-2 on the back of Blake Swihart's 2-run double. Next batter, another first pitch swing, and Pedroia into right field for a base hit. Swihart will hold up at third. He had to wait as well to see if that ball was going to be caught by Swisher at first, but that is going to do it for Justin Masterson, unable to record an out here in the fifth inning, as Terry Francona will turn it over to his long reliever Chad Billingsley. Now Francona and Brad Mills, a part of the coaching staff here for the Cleveland Indians, a couple other former Red Sox staff members. But Billingsley on now. Bogarts hits it to deep center field. Morgan going back at the track. Beautiful catch out there in the triangle. Morgan on the run makes the play. 1 run is scored, and Pedroia actually comes up to second on the tag play there. So the first out is recorded, but another run is in, and another runner goes into scoring position. First pitch to Giancarlo Stanton, and Giancarlo Stanton to deep left field. This ball high, deep, and gone. A 2-run homer, and the 3rd homer in just 2 episodes here for Giancarlo Stanton. Doing it all here for the Boston Red Sox, playing great defense out in right field and doing exactly what we brought him for. Hit for power, hit balls off that monster, hit balls over the monster, and just provide that big right-handed bat in the lineup that the Red Sox have lacked for so long now. Giancarlo Stanton, 2-run homer, and that really opens up this game. It is now a 7-2 ball game. So we're going to skip ahead here through 6 innings. You can see still 7-2, and I had to freeze frame it here for you guys because I accidentally skipped the screen by accident. That was a little redundant. Anyway, Buchholz still on the hill. 2-2 count to Murphy. He tries to check his swing, but does not hold up. Strike 3 swing in there. Another changeup. Buchholz just absolutely dominating with that changeup. He would get through 7. Pastano on now for the bottom of the 7th inning for the Cleveland Indians. He has struggled a little bit this year. Already 2 on for Xander Bogaerts, and Bogaerts is going to hit this one to the second baseman to short for 1 onto first, double play. So Bogaerts does not get an RBI there, but a run does come home now. 2 away in the inning with no one on base. 8-2 the score. Giancarlo up, and Giancarlo Stanton high, deep to left field, and goodbye. Home run. Giancarlo Stanton does it again. His 2nd of the game. 4th in 2 episodes, and you can see the little one-handed follow-through. Not what Stanton usually does in real life, but that one was a towering shot. Did not really go that far, and probably would have been a flyout. And I don't know, 29 of the ballparks, maybe minus Yankee Stadium. But here we go. Buchholz now in the 8th inning gets a strikeout from Brantley there. Actually gets the runner at third. There was a runner on second. I think it was Swisher, but he decided to go for third there for some reason. Now Buchholz, 2 outs in the inning, 1-2 count. Gets Kipnis to get jams Kipnis, I should say, there with the cutter. Pedroia under it, and that would be it for Buchholz. He gets 8 innings, or goes through 8 strong innings, only allowing 2 runs on 7 hits. We're going to turn it over to Brandon Workman here in the 9th with a 6-run lead. After the addition of Glenn Perkins, Workman has been forced from that 7th inning role to just a middle relief role. Anyway, he would get through the 9th after allowing a man to get to second. He gets Jan Gomes to ground out there to Bogarts at short, and that's going to do it. Buchholz gets the win, and the Red Sox pick up their 63rd victory of the season, improving to 63-50. A big win for the Red Sox, an offensive explosion there in the middle innings, and Giancarlo Stanton doing it again, 2 home runs for the 2nd straight episode. So that's going to do it. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you did enjoy. Only 2 regular season episodes left before we get into hopefully the playoffs, but if not, another, which should be eventful offseason. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you did enjoy, and I'm out. Peace.